Good evening. I'm excited to talk to you today about a small secret behind my leadership development. I've had a number of radio or TV interviews where people ask a little bit about my background and how one gets where they are. And tonight I'm excited to talk to you about the little secret. It's a leadership development program that's just about to start. It's a certificate in leadership development that I did under the leadership of Apostle Charles Chiriseri, the founder of Transform Your World Leadership Institute, and that has raised many leaders. The vision of the Institute is to raise men and women of integrity. Africa is not devoid of brains or intelligent or hardworking men. The state of Africa today is where it is because of the lack of leaders of integrity in our leadership, servant leadership. And so I'm excited to talk to you today about an opportunity of a fast track, condensed John Maxwell series that made me who I am in terms of leadership training. So I'll talk to you about the what and the why and the when it is. But before I do that, I just want someone to really get to understand that the vision is to raise leaders not just for the church, but men and women who will be impactful, God-fearing in their family life, in their church life. Who they are in church is who they are out there in the marketplace. So over the years we have raised many generations of leaders of integrity in the marketplace. Particularly, Apostle Charles used to call them the 7 pillars of society: the family, the church, business, politics, education, and the media and the arts. And so we have seen many rise from lack of confidence, from lack of purpose, from even a lack of a sense of identity. And this leadership program is something I would recommend to anybody who is serious about getting anywhere in life. One of the things Apostle Charles always used to quote was that, your gift can take you to the top. Your calling can take you to the top. Your intelligence can take you to the top. But it is your character that will keep you there. So it's an 8 weeks tailor-made for the working man and the working woman every Friday night and Saturday, starting at 5:30 every Friday and starting at 9 a.m. every Saturday for 8 weekends. So we're kickstarting it on the 16th of November 2018, and of course we'll have a break over Christmas, and it will finish in early February. And the graduates will be graduating over our Easter holiday, where we have our annual God's Transforming Presence Conference. It's a very special conference because it's going to be the very first conference where we are ordaining leaders for the first time, other than Apostle Charles and myself, that were ordained at the foundation of the church that, by the way, houses Twilight, as we fondly call it, which stands for Transform Your World Leadership Institute. So apart from us that were ordained right at the foundation of the church 12 years ago, these will be the first leaders. And many of them have been trained over the last 12 years. So a 12-year foundation has been raised, has been laid, and we've been raising leaders. The vision of Transform Your World Leadership Institute is restoring lives, raising champions that will transform their families, their communities, their cities, and their nations. So we raise men and women that end up with national impact. Apostle Charles always used to make us laugh and say, you can be a village champion and you think you are a champion, you're a big fish, but you're in a small pool. So, it's time to get out to the bigger world there and solve, the global problems. And so this program is something that you can't miss. So So for further details on this life transforming program, that, like I said at the beginning, literally changed my life and my view of leadership and our leadership philosophy, that has raised many leaders, globally. It starts this Friday, it kickstarts this Friday, 16th of November, at our headquarters in Harare. But in other cities, please contact, on WhatsApp, the number on the screen, or we'll call the number on the screen, so that you can get further details on where it's happening in other cities. But otherwise, in Harare, it's at number 51 Kelvin North, Granite Side, which is where the headquarters of His Presence Ministries International Church is housed. And it is run by a group of professionals, and a principal being a very well-grounded, solid woman of God who comes from the military. So she has taught us a lot of discipline. And so the course for you to graduate is very strict. There's assignments, but these are practical assignments, for daily Christian living. The key one being soul winning, because that is the Great Commission. We can do everything and be very busy and have lots of programs as churches, but as long as, number one, you cannot lead yourself, you haven't started to be a leader. It doesn't matter what title we give you. And number two, as long as you cannot lead another soul to heaven, or to God, again, your leadership needs this kind of training. And so the leadership philosophy that has made us who we are, and that will make you a woman of substance, a man of substance, is the fact that leadership is influence. Leadership is work. Leadership is not about titles, it's about towels. Literally getting into the job and working with people's lives, making sure by the grace of God lives are restored, and that the champion in every person is raised, so that they too can transform their family and their community, their cities and their nations. God bless you.